Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Nessa Jane and today we are finally going to be doing a Boxycharm Beauty Aficionado try on. So back in December I uploaded a video explaining the products that all came within this box. It was a cyber sale that they were doing in December, so I had sat down with you guys just to go over what boxes or what products come in the box. And so I got the Beauty Aficionado box, so it was 18 products total that came within this box. And I also wanted to try to do a sit down and get ready with me using the products from that box, because there were a lot of different products that came with like 3 eyeshadows, contour palette, just a lot of different stuff. So I wanted to be sure to sit down with you guys and give you my first impressions on a lot of these products. And overall, I was actually pretty impressed. But so the products that we'll be kind of trying out today, the Nightingale palette, Park Avenue Princess, a Desi liquid lipstick, the Naked Cosmetics highlighting palette, and the list can go on and on. So this video is already going to be pretty long because I'm going to be doing a full face of makeup, and so I want to keep my intro pretty short so I don't bore you guys. But before we jump into the video, if you end up liking my video, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit that bell to get notified for all of my future videos. You can also find me on Instagram at NessaJane_styles, and same with Twitter at NessaJaneStyles. I post a lot of fun things on there, and you know, there's just a lot of fun things coming down the pike. So always follow me on social media, reach out to me. I love to hear from you guys. So without further ado, let's get on into this video. Okay, you guys, so we are going to get started in on this tutorial, and the first product from the Boxycharm box that I am going to use is the Cover FX Blurring Primer. So I'm just going to take a little bit and squeeze out like a pea-sized amount on my hand. Just like that. I'm surprised to see that it has a tint to it, so we'll see how this goes. And then I'm just going to keep on patting that into the skin. So normally I'm not a person that really reaches towards blurring primers unless I want to put it in my T-zone, so I'll put it like on my nose, on my forehead, and then also on my cheeks, just to blur out any of my pores that I might have. So first impressions of the primer, it feels extremely soft on the skin. I am really enjoying the feeling that it has. It didn't ball up on me. Sometimes blurring primers ball up on my skin, and it doesn't really have that silicone feel either. So I don't know, so far it feels really good on the skin. I'm going to let that just kind of sit in there for a little bit and just kind of see how it works out. With blurring primers, I like to let it sit on the skin, so we're actually going to be doing the eyes before we do any kind of foundation, because I just feel like they work a lot better if they just have time to sit on the skin. So next we are going to prime our eyes, and we're going to use the Luscious Angel Eyes, which is an eyeshadow primer base. And now the shade is Nude, and this is extremely pigmented. Holy smokes, it is a lot darker than my skin tone. And also a little bit goes a very long way. So I'm gonna grab a brush to kind of dab that in. Wow. Like this is like concealer level. Holy smokes. Okay, so now that I have that eyeshadow primer fixed, I guess, as good as it's gonna get, I'm gonna go ahead and set it. But first impressions on it, it's very pigmented. It still leaves like a tint on my eyes where it's not my like natural color. So I don't quite know how I feel about that. I feel like the tint is just a little bit too dark for me. I'm just going in with some Kat Von D setting powder to set it, and maybe that will kind of help match it to my actual skin tone. So moving on to the next product. So I ended up getting 3 eyeshadow palettes within the Beauty Aficionado box, but I decided to just play around with one today, and I'm going to be playing around with the Pretty Vulgar palette. And this is their Nightingale palette, so this is what the inside of the palette looks like. It has some good transition shades, a lot of good shimmery and matte shades as well. So I kind of wanted to play around with this palette and give it a good go, just because this palette had everything in here to complete a look. And I didn't want to do just a basic nude look, kind of like the other palette was going to do, or a super warm look as well. I wanted to stay more cool tone. So with that being said, we are also going to be using some of the brushes that I received within the Beauty Aficionado box as well. So these are the brushes right here. It has a good like transition shade, a flat brush, and then for the lower lash line. So using the crease brush right here, we are going to jump into the shade called Hide and Seek right here, which is like the perfect transition shade. We're going to just apply this right into the crease and work it upwards. All right, so after Hide and Seek, the next shadow that I'm going to go into is the shade called After Midnight, and this is just a very dark gray shade, and I am going to place this on the outer or underneath that transition shade. And to do that, we are just going to hop into this Morphe crease brush here. And I just really want to focus this because I really want to go for a more bold eye look. I'm just going to focus this right into the crease and kind of move it downwards. So one thing I am noticing with this palette is how cool toned it is, and I absolutely love it. There are some like warmer browns in here, but for the most part, everything is more cool tone. And I really like the way that it looks and how it applies. It's very, very smooth. It's very, very easy to apply as well. So definitely impressed with that. And the shades are a lot more subtle as well, which is kind of nice. They are pigmented, but they're subtle enough to where you can build it up to get the effect that you want, or you can kind of just leave it as is, so it's not just one fell swoop, oh my gosh, so much pigment, I don't know what to do. You actually have some control with these shadows. Alright, so once we have that gray shade applied, we are going to kind of deepen out the outer corner, and for that I'm going to be using this Luxie brush, this fluffy end here, and we are going to hop in with this All Nighter shade, which is their black shade. And we're just going to kind of deepen up and place that right on the outer corner. Okay, so once we have that black shade applied on our outer corner, we are going to go ahead and spray this smaller brush here. And I'm going to hop into this shade here called Silver Spoon, which is a really beautiful kind of metallic blue shade, and we're gonna place that just on the inner third, kind of match it up to that black shade. Okay, you guys, so this is what the completed top portion of our lid looks like. I'm gonna go ahead and do my foundation and my concealer off camera, and I will be right back to talk about the next product from the Boxycharm Aficionado box. Okay, you guys, we are back. I have my foundation and my concealer applied. I ended up using the Tarte Rainforest or Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Foundation. This one is actually like one of my all-time favorite foundations, and so I wanted to give this primer a really good chance, so I went with a foundation that I know would really work. Be using the Tarte Pro Glow in Stunner before we actually set the rest of the face. And so I'm just going to take a little bit of this on the back of my hand, grab my beauty blender, and then I'm going to put that place that where you would normally put your highlight. And I don't know if this is a highlight that you can apply over powder, but normally when I try to do that, it just does not work for me, so I don't do it. But I can tell you, so far this highlighter is very pigmented. I'm actually a big fan. I was afraid that this shade would be too dark for my skin because the actual powder highlight is, I feel. But this one is actually doing a very, very nice job at just highlighting the high points. It's not moving the foundation at all or anything like that. It's just applying really, really well on top of the foundation. All right, so not bad. I actually am very, very impressed with this. I really, really like the natural glow that it gives to the skin and how well it complements my skin tone. So I'm actually really shocked about that. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and just powder the rest of my face really quick. Just using the Kat Von D powder. Just a powder brush. We're not gonna bake or anything today. I just wanna make sure everything is all set in stone, and I'm gonna try to just lightly go over the areas with the liquid highlight. All right, we have the face set and you can still see the liquid highlight, so that's a bonus that it peeks through underneath there. And so next we're gonna keep on going on with complexion. We're gonna jump into the Park Avenue Princess palette that came within the Boxycharm box. And so this is what the palette looks like. You have about 4 different, there's 2 contour shades and then 2 bronzing shades and then banana powders. So if you want to contour or, set underneath your eyes, you can do that. So I'm going to go into this shade called Princess Cut, which is like the perfect contour shade for me. And I'm going to go ahead and contour my face first. And I'm just using a Julep bronzer brush. Right, and once that face is contoured, I'm actually going to hop into this shade here called Carrot, which is a really beautiful bronze shade. And I'm going to go ahead and bronze up, and I'm just going to kind of gently place that above the areas that I just contoured. So I do really love this palette. I think it's very pigmented. You go in with a light hand. Next, we are moving right on to blush. The kit did not come with any blushes in there, so I'm just going to be taking this Tarte pretty pink blush called Party something, I don't know, but Party, and I'm just gonna be placing that. Okay, once we have our blush applied, we are gonna move on to highlighters. And so within the Beauty Aficionado box, it did come with one highlighting palette. I will have to say, I normally don't gravitate towards highlighting palettes that look like this. So it will be interesting, but I am going to kind of mix 2 colors. I think I'm going to mix this yellow and this pink together and kind of see what effect happens, because that pink would work as like a good blush topper. But overall, I just don't gravitate towards things like this. But this was about the only highlighting palette that came in. And then the set also did come with this highlighting brush. It's kind of shaped a little bit strange just because it sat in the box so weird. But I'm going to go ahead and grab these highlighters and see what happens. All right, I'm going to do my brows really quick. The box did not come with any brow products, so I'm just going to really quickly do my brows using the IT Cosmetics Brow Power. Okay, you guys, brows are done. Now we're gonna move on to finishing up the lower lash line so I don't look as crazy. We are going to hop in, of course, with Hide and Seek first, and we are going to be taking just a Luxie pencil brush to apply this shade. And then I am going to be taking the brush that came in, one of the brushes that came in the Beauty Aficionado box, and we are going to be hopping into that After Midnight shade. We're going to be smoking that in to the outer portion of the eye. Okay, so once we have those 2 shades applied, we're going to go ahead and apply our inner corner highlight. And for that, we are going to be using this beautiful shimmery color right up here at the top called Break Free. Ooh. Really, really pigmented. I like a lot. And we're just gonna kind of drag that through our lower lash line there. All right, so we have the eyes officially completed besides some liner, but the eyeshadow portion is done. And first impression on this palette is that I Really, really do love it. The eyeshadows are very pigmented. They blend out very smoothly. They're easy to apply. I really, really enjoy this palette. The inner corner highlight is just absolutely stunning and beautiful. Silver Spoon is just a very beautiful dark blue color that I'm just obsessed with right now. So overall, I love this palette. So I'm definitely a giant fan of this. Now, when it came to the brushes, this one worked okay to apply the crease color. It's not my favorite crease brush. To me, this is more of like a fluffy brush, like to clean up the edges, but that's about it. The flat brush works just fine. It's kind of prickly and pokey, so I have better ones. And then this brush worked really well. So overall, it's a good little set to have on hand. Are they my favorite? Nah. Are they bad? No. So how I feel about those. So I'm gonna go ahead and do some wing liner really quick off camera, and I will be right back. Okay, you guys, I got my wing liner applied. I used the Maneater eyeliner by Tarte. It's my absolute favorite eyeliner. This one's kind of drying out, so I apologize if these guys look a little funky. But now we are moving on right into lashes. In the kit, it came with the larger size of the IT Cosmetics Superhero, but I didn't want to quite open that one up yet because I do have a mini version of it. And so we're just going to go ahead and curl our lashes. Then we're going to jump in with our Superhero mascara and apply that. Alright, so impressions on the mascara. I do think it works to fill in the lines and the gaps of your lash line, so I do really like that. It gives a lot of length and a lot of volume, so overall I do think that it's a very good mascara and that it's one that you could use every day. And then next, what we are going to do, this kit did come with some lashes, and I am so excited to try these out because I think that they are just beautiful lashes. They're very, very natural, but they have like a lot of length to them, so I'm so excited to be trying these out. I'm normally not a huge lash girl, but there's something about these that just speak to me, so I'm really excited to give these a go and try these bad boys out. So I got my lash glue and I got my tweezer, so I'm gonna go ahead and apply these lashes. Okay, so the lashes are applied and I flipping love these things. I think they look so flirty, so cute. I definitely wouldn't wear these like every single day. They're still a little bit too bold for me, but they're like the perfect like Janessa going out, going to dinner kind of eyelashes. They are absolutely gorgeous. They were very easy to apply. I love the band on these, and overall I'm just very, very impressed with them. So I'm definitely going to be checking that brand out a lot more because I am in love. I love this look. So, but we are finally moving on to the very last steps. I'm gonna spray down my face really quick, and it did not come with a setting spray in the box, so I'm just gonna be using my handy dandy Morphe spray. All right, and for lips today, I really wanted to give the Adesi High Definition Liquid Lipstick a try. The box also came with a Kat Von D liquid lipstick in the shade Sanctuary, but I already know what those lipsticks feel like. They're one of my favorite. And so I wanted to try out this nude one. Plus I figured it'd look really good with this dark, vampy kind of look. So we are gonna go ahead and apply this. That kind of applicator. All right, so first impressions of the liquid lipstick. The color is a lot more like brown than I was assuming, but it is a very pretty nude still, and I do enjoy that. It's sticky, and like most liquid lipsticks are matte, so this one almost has like a shine to it. So it's almost like a lip gloss instead of a liquid lipstick, so I don't exactly know how it's going to stay on the lips very well because it's not drying down really. It just feels like it's a lip gloss and it's sticky. So the texture of it's really odd to me, and then the applicator has so much give and so much flexibility to it that it was really hard to get around the lips, like you were afraid that it was just gonna go everywhere. So I don't know how I feel about this. Like, I'm gonna have to wear it all day today and just kind of see how it applies or see how it works, and if I can eat with it, and if it's like a true liquid lipstick. Okay, you guys, so that completes today's video. I do hope that you enjoyed the journey of going through some of the products from the Boxycharm Beauty Aficionado box. I was really excited about playing around with this box because there's so many brands that I have never really experimented with. So I was so excited to finally sit down, put on the products, and see what I liked and I didn't like. Eyeshadow palette, definitely one of my favorites. I love this. Obviously the Tarte Park Avenue Princess palette, that one, beautiful. The lashes by Lashaholic, I am in love with these, and so I'm definitely going to be checking out this brand more to see what they have when it comes to lashes, because these are just stunning. I just love them a lot, so I will be reusing them, rewearing them. They are some of my new favorites. The Tarte Pro Glow, love this. The glow still kind of comes through. The Naked Cosmetics highlighting palette, not really my favorite. Same with the Desi liquid lipstick. Now I still need to see how it wears throughout the day, but it has a glossy finish and I don't know. I'm confused. So anyways, I do hope that you enjoyed this video. If there are any of these products that you have tried, comment down below and let me know what you think of them. Or if you also got the Boxycharm Beauty Aficionado box, let me know what were some of your favorite products from that box. So if you ended up liking this video, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up, and also don't forget to hit that subscribe button before you leave. And I will see all of you in my next video. Bye!